Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Chuckballer. I'm the guy that plays in Warpaint. I have a little bit of Warpaint right here, and that's all I have right now, and that's all I really need right now. Dr. Disrespect probably has signed a deal with Spotify. Now, Ninja Shroud has been gone off Mixer. They haven't come back to their streaming in like 10 days. The Brime thing is a misdirect because some of the people that are on there as followed, I think, is a misdirect. I believe after watching the last 8 minutes of Dr. Disrespect, all the clues are there, but not for Spotify. The only other one is Facebook Gaming, which I highly doubt that. Who signed a $100 million deal with Spotify to podcast on Spotify? Joe Rogan. Who, at this moment in time, is about to go to Spotify? Joe Rogan. At the end of July or July whatever. Now, all of a sudden, some gamers and stuff like that who stream games have all of a sudden disappeared. And they all will reappear. How do I think? I think the clue is there that every single person missed this clue. And it's a big clue. And not one person out of thousands, since I did my last video of Dr. Disrespect, that I believe he signed a deal. I believe the only reason, because if he had a breach of contract with Twitch, if Twitch said that he's banned for saying anything on there or anybody, I think more or less it's excuse. And I think they would have put a statement out. I really, really believe Spotify is making a big, big push for gamers. Because you really look at the numbers, you really look at the money they've made. I looked them up through Forbes and everything. They have the money to spend literally $1 billion if they want to on. Now, I'm going to show you something in 2 seconds here is I think is my proof. Now, pay attention to his name right here. Dr. Disrespect. And I think the clue, this is off his Facebook, and I think the big clue is there. And I'm going to show you that big clue, how I think that he signed a deal with Spotify. And I'm almost quite sure. And I'll show you 2 seconds. Do you see the clue? It's plain as day. Do you actually see the clue? Do you actually see the clue? Do you see it? I could see the clue. And I'm going to show you the next. And there is nobody on the platform anywhere, any place on YouTube, anywhere that sees this right here. What does that mean? That sure looks like disrespect to me. Now, all the clues, everything that doesn't make sense, of everything that I see that makes sense, maybe I'm not making sense, is right here. Now, what happens when you push podcast? What happens? So, here's the podcast. Now, what happens when you scroll down on podcasts? Do you see anything? Do you see anything? No, I bet you don't see anything on there, do you? No? You know why? Because you have to go like this. Now, let's see. Where did okay, I screwed up because... Okay, here's podcast playlists. Now you see all. A lot of people know that here's the gaming. Now, if you click on gaming, I used to go on, and I thought, oh, this is a big joke because when you click on here, most people know that if you've seen this before, that all these there's not much in here. I really believe that Spotify. I really believe that. Well, this is interesting. I really 100% believe Spotify is acquiring all these gamers and everything, and they're all going to release them on their own gaming kind of thing on here, if not even on here. And I really believe they're gonna, because they're all gonna appear on here, and I'm telling you, actually, I'd never seen Rooster Teeth on here before. Was he here? Wait, okay, I haven't come in here, but I'm telling you, now you look at the main thing here, and you see all this, and you realize that what's missing. Go to the other side here a second. Now in the search thing, if you search for Spotify, this comes up. Now I've searched through a lot of the gaming stuff. Let's see. So here's the Spotify. Here's what gamers are streaming on Spotify, April 23rd, 2020. In recent weeks, blah, blah, blah. You see all this, and they're basically telling you, okay, well, we have mixes for playing as you play video games and stuff. And I think this, and people say this is a troll site or whatever, but this is here as of April 23rd, 2020. And it's always been here, but it's not technically connected to Spotify. But why does this here? So obviously they want, I really believe in my heart that they're going to start a streaming service, and they're buying all the top name gamers. And like I said, I really believe this. I really believe that Spotify is 100% behind all the gamers. They're going to start something, or they're all going to do it at once, because Ninja Shroud hasn't been on Mixer because they don't have to be. This Dr. Spec probably said, "Listen, I'm going to be going on here whether you like it or not. Breach a contract," because they haven't did saying what he actually did, because they're going to be embarrassed because they paid the guy like $20 million or something like that. And Spotify probably came back and says, listen, breach contract, here's $100 million or something like that, and 100%, don't worry about it, we'll pay all the damage. You know what I mean? Spotify, if I'm 100% dead on, and this gets out like I'm 100% dead on, I'm a guy in Warpaint. I'm a guy in Warpaint with 300 different Warpaints under my belt. I'm not a big monster YouTuber, but I did deserve a shot. Not because of this story, because I believe that you're going to start a gaming platform, and I really believe that. And a guy that's every weekend has put up one Warpaint every week to stream in, to film all my games in, and I believe a shot. And what's $1 million Canadian? Not just to you, to anybody out there. For a guy that's dedicated, me, Chuckballer, who's dedicated. What's $1 million? And what you get is a unique gamer in the world. Oh, this is my favorite right there. A unique gamer in the world that will bring something new to the and unheard of in the world. Oh, what's this bead market?
Gosh. Goshi, goshi. Goshi, goshi. Go. Goshi. Goshi. Uh-oh. Don't worry about it. I got no popcorn.
Now that's quality content. Now, at the end of the day, people of the world, I transfer my Warpaint to art at big, high-end prices. That is the kind of streamer you're getting. Somebody that's even smart. Thank you for watching. Joseph Charles Collins, YouTube channel, Chuckballer. God, I hope I'm not wrong.